I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
And
level 2.
just shout out to the forest, um, uh, that I have the remains of my friend, of my loyal friend, and he would want to be to be of some benefit, of some good. So if you need food,
He's worm dirt.
it's here. I have that, so he can benefit and do some good with his last bit of self to give. Um, and then after I do that, I will cast Speak with Plants.
Cool.
And pretty much repeat what I said to the animals. And then I will, after that, I will bow my head and
Pray that he reaches the big chicken
Yep.
coop in the sky.
yep, throw a little hangman prayer at him. I take my lute out, sing him a little hangman prayer, and then I'll take the skull and I'll go to the cavern, or what was it, the hole I found him in, right?
Yep, his small burrow.
Yeah,
Small
small
burrow. I will then take his skull and put it in, well, I'll collect my shit out of there first of all.
Your knickknacks?
Yeah, they're just the random things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, what was in there of mine?
Just small little personal effects that you had left on your bedside table, or things that he'd easily get access to. Just like there's a comb, there's a button, there's a small framed faded picture of your mother and stuff. Just like smaller kind of stuff.
Okay.
Mommy?
So I will leave. I'll leave I'll leave the button. Leave the button there with him. So there's a little bit of me with him. Or no,
Okay.
better. I'll leave the comb there, because the comb's probably got some of my hairs in it. So then a little bit of me will be there with him, and some little skinny cells and stuff.
That's
So I'll leave that there with him, and then I will. I'll cast Shatter at the hole, right? Because that to collapse it. Can I do that?
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
I would think. Yeah. I mean,
Is that allowed, Wilson?
Yeah, you can do what you'd like.
Okay, so because me digging and filling up a hole would take a long time, and I want this to be a personal thing, so I don't want to get all you guys involved to close it up. So that's the main way that I could do it. So I'll do that, cast Shatter, and close up the hole.
And the earth itself tumbles in, and everything kind of settles after a couple of seconds.
Okay. And then I'll take a couple nearby. Do I have to do a check to see if there's any like stones nearby me?
No, you can just search around. It's pretty easy to find that kind of stuff out in the more wild area around your keep, and you can find whatever size you're looking for.
Okay. I'll take some like smaller sized stones and create a marker on it that it's kind of like a circle, and it's got then a line going through the middle, like straight down, vertical, not horizontal, and that'll be like my little marker for him. And then I will I'll take one more moment of silence and grieving, and vow that I will find the person who did this to him, and he will receive justice. And cue like lightning and thunder in the background and shit. And then I turn around and I head back to the keep. I come back in, and then I go find my puppies again and lay with them. And that's it.
Okay, so Hingman finds his way back into the keep, his head hung low and just kind of very solemn looking at this point.
So, with the however long it takes, I will use my channel divinity, that artisan's blessing. The hammering was just kind of like, hammering out on a flat piece of metal, and it's all like warped and warbled, and I'm just like kind of disgusted in myself for kind of like letting the emotions get the best of me, and I spend however much time is needed to take as much of the dark wood and a silver ingot, and I'm going to try and make, as roughly as I can kind of imagine it, a kind of like raccoon face, and put it on like a dark wood placard. So I just kind of like spend however much time that takes, and then do you need me to roll anything for that?
No, just take away 25 gold for that. Just of equivalent value to the thing that you're making right now.
So I kind of like get done with it, and then I walk over to Hingman's room and I give him the old knock on the door.
Yes?
Can I come in?
Sure.
I kind of open the door. I have
Go away, bait.
I have it kind of like underneath my arm, and I was like, I'm really sorry for your loss. I assumed that I would be able to help him, and I wish I could have done more for him.
I mean, it's all right. There was really nothing you could have done to make it really better. And even so, to be honest, after I found out as much as I could, I was gonna put him down anyway.
Well, this wayward arcane magic
Can be unpredictable.
needs to be stopped. There's no control with it, but I do what I can, and I kind of like look at the kind of flack and kind of grimace. It's not like my best work, but I kind of like turn it, and I hope this kind of eases you a little bit and can remember the good times when he told you to fuck off. And
I give a little chuckle too.
I kind of hand it to him, and I'll leave you to it. And I gotta like turn around and I walk out.
What it like, and what is it? When you
It's
look
like,
at it?
yeah, it's like the Sly Cooper, like that kind of like
Oh,
that
yeah.
raccoon kind of face.
Yeah.
It's like it's made out of silver,
Okay.
and then the dark wood kind of placard. So it's kind of like just a really rectangular one with a Sly Cooper, almost like raccoon face on it.
Right. I get a little like you see in like movies and stuff with the weepy smile, where you're kind of sad but you get the kind of little happy
Bittersweet,
smile.
yeah.
Yeah. And then I go and I set it up on a dresser or whatever table, so that it's kind of leaning against the wall so it stands up. And I look at it and I give it a little nod. And then I then come out and go and wrangle up the boys. Wrangle you guys up.
Yeah,
Time to go back to bed.
Well,
I'll
I'll
put my
wrangle
kid
these
back to
two.
bed.
These two. You can go to bed. I don't give a
He's
shit.
putting his buddy to bed.
he's
He's
putting
tucking
him
him
in.
in.
My door is probably just kind of like half open,
my son.
but you just hear me
What
kind
have
of
you
lightly
done?
just like tapping.
Okay. So I'll come up to your
Less
door
enthused.
and do a little hand wrap on there with my little tiny hands.
I just kind of, yeah. Oh, hey.
I say, thank you. That was really nice what you did. I have something to show you. And I pull the ruby out of my little pocket.
What is that?
Knox found this in the remains of George. He thinks this is the catalyst to what happened.
Can I throw detect magic at that, or is that going to be another Arcana check?
Yeah, if you want to use detect magic, you can.
Okay, so I kind of, may I?
Sure.
All right, I put it like, I like bring it over to kind of the forge to get a little bit better light, and I use detect magic, try and discern maybe like
If you had
what type of magic's
Glasses,
on there.
you'd be like, all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just kind of like on the edge of
Those
my
little
fucking stick.
Jeweler's glasses.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
So yeah, detect magic being just so we know the exact wording. If you sense magic in this way, when you're looking for magic within 30 feet, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any.
Holding it up to the fire of your forge and just kind of looking at it and casting the spell. You do sense magic coming from this small ruby. It seems like it would be almost an intermingling of necromancy and transmutation in a certain way. It's hard to pinpoint exactly what school this falls into, but it feels like it would be somewhat from there. Your connection with magic is more of a nature of divine magic, not arcane magic. So this is a little bit foreign for you, but that's about what you can discern from.
But I definitely feel like something was there at some point.
Yeah, and looking into the ruby with the light behind it, you can see just the slightest, and it could just be a trick of the flames behind it, but you feel like you can see just shifting of hues and shades of red and stuff inside of the jewel. But again, that could just be a trick of the light.
Kind of look at him and, do you feel this is integral to finding out what happened to him? Because I feel this is whatever magic's power this is dangerous.
That's. I mean, I would expect it to be so after seeing what it did to George. I think it really is integral because, I mean, it's the only real clue we have.
I give it back to him. And as soon as he is done with that, bring it to me and I will destroy it. We can't have this. We don't know what sort of magic might still be in it. Obviously, whoever had created it, I can't tell you the specifics really of how they did it, but to be able to cause that much change in him and prevent healing in that way, it's someone who's very practiced in their craft, and that should scare you as much as it scares me.
Oh, I was terrified the moment I realized what was happening. One more thing. And I take out the little circular bone that I got.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, would it be possible for you to make this into like a little ring for me?
Yeah, I think I could do that. I think the gnome Swiss Army knife thing actually has jeweler's things in it. So, yeah, I'll take great care with it.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. I want to keep a piece of him with me, so I am reminded of what has happened. So I remember what has happened. And
Sure.
remember that I must serve this man justice. I must. I must.
We'll get it. We'll get justice for him. I give him kind of a, like, pat on the shoulder, and a little nod.
I say, thank you, friend. And I away back to my quarters.
Yeah, I'm kind of spent, so I go straight to bed too. I leave the little piece of bone on the anvil just as kind of like a ponder it for a couple of minutes, and then I just leave it there.
And as the end of these festivities for the night come to a close, everybody finding rest and sleep in their own quarters, shared or not. Sleep finds you all, and the next morning you all arise at different times, given your different sleep patterns and schedules, and everyone wakes up in the morning light and finds their way about their business for the day.
I'm up. Growing. Here, boy. We must find Hingman. I go find Hingman as soon as I can.
It's pretty easy to find. He's just curled up in his blankets in his bed.
Hingman, you awake?
Yes?
Wakes up, he's got the red eyes from
Yeah.
fresh cry.
Or is the Duncan in there? Or Donuts?
Donuts? Yeah, Donuts is here with me on Wednesday.
Okay. Do you want to come out here?
Sure. So I do.
Do you still have that jewel?
I do.
I think it's time for us to all get together and explain what we should do with this.
All right. I mean, I just showed it and explained to my boy.
Donuts?
This guy,
This guy.
To,
such a personal relationship you all have.
I
First name
I
basis with
wince in pain for some reason as I'm like hammering away at
brushing your
some
teeth,
morning stuff, and I'm like, man, ow.
If you had ears as one of your dragon kind, they would be burning.
Just like, oh man.
Are you meaning the Dragonborn, Heskar?
yes, Heskar. That's yes, yes. Thank you.
So-
my mind is in so
From-
many places right now.
From the smell of Hingman's breath and the redness in his eyes, it's due to probably some shedding of tears and more than likely some consumption of alcoholic beverages the night before.
We do have some pretty potent
We
spirits.
got some boomshine, yeah.
Yeah, some boomshine. That's right. Yeah,
Mm-mm-mm.
love that.
I can smell the boomshine on him.
I was like, but I mean, we should really all get together to discuss it. He did say that he detected some very dark, dangerous magic.
Necromancy.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, we should at least go check on Wainred.
Wainred? Yes. I mean, we should all definitely get together because this is something we should all be a part of.
I agree.
So
This cannot go on.
you wanna go
This
get
will not stand.
Wainred, and I'll go get my boy Hesky,
Sure.
the Hesky Task.
And I aimlessly walk to see where Wainred put his entrance to his cave, if that's where he's at.
Oh, that's
It's
right.
a secret.
I know. So I was like,
Shit.
I'm like John Travolta in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
It just seemed to like materialize behind you.
It's so secret, even I don't know what or where it is. So
I was gonna say I totally forgot.
I haven't
Actually,
even
I don't even think
made
you
the
made
entrance
one,
yet.
yeah.
I kind of want it to just be secret to everyone, but me and Richardson.
Dude, we totally figured it out.
Oh, so under the altar. Okay, gotcha.
yeah, I was gonna say behind the fucking clock.
under the fourth pew.
So you turn to a certain page on the book on the altar.